Hello and welcome back to Vampyr. You will find that we are not where we stopped the last episode, but we are still in the West End. Last time we stopped. Where did we? I lost track of it. I think it was here at the villa of Lady Ashbury, and obviously we found out that she has a thing for us a little bit, at least. And then I took the liberty to just walk us basically through this little bit here, all the way around to the safe house where we will now quickly level up. But yeah, what I did find out while I was walking here, that we are in kind of a special place, at least to us. Let's go in. Reid's mansion, which means this is our house. Small key. Whatever that may be. Right. Done everything so far. We found out that this place now spawns common or good handle parts, which are good for upgrading our weapons. And I'm quite happy with this because they either were very expensive and very rare. Which, well, hopefully they're not anymore now. Oh. Mother?
Mother, good evening.
Jonathan, is it you? Where have you been, my prodigal son?
I'm right here, Mother. I'm finally home.
Yes, for this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and now found. But where is your sister? Where is Mary?
Mary? She is gone, Mother.
I know she's gone. The question is, when will she return as you have? I miss my grandson so much. It's been days since their last visit.
Oh no. Oh no, oh no.
Mother, do you know what's been going on in this area?
Not really. I don't go out much due to the epidemic, and when I do, I tend to get lost.
What do you mean you get lost? I hope you don't go outside alone.
Of course not. When I go out, your father always comes with me, but he leaves me there sometimes, and I have trouble finding the way back.
I have got the feeling that Mary really damaged, really damaged her.
Have you returned to Whitechapel Cemetery since Mary's funeral?
I never want to go back to that awful place. Wait. I think I went back once. And you were there too. And Mary? No, that can't be true.
It was just a bad dream, Mother.
A nightmare, yes. Mary was so angry. I walked back home alone. If that kind policeman had not called Avery from the station, I don't know what would have happened.
Are you working on a new painting?
Not recently. I have trouble focusing on my subject, and my mind quickly drifts. It's the same thing when I try to write poetry.
I recently met a talented painter with an excellent technique. I wish you two could meet. I'm sure you'd like her.
I'd be glad to meet her. What is her name? Is she famous? Is she dead too?
She's not famous, and her name is of no importance. And yes, she's also dead.
The important thing is, I hope you two get along. If she ever fancies meeting your mother, I'd be glad to welcome her into my home.
Wait, what? I am so confused. So she was like, when's Mary coming back? Does she know about everything? She didn't give the impression that she knows that vampires exist, that I am undead, and whatever. I am a bit out of my depth here. Jeez. people who would like embrace her are seriously vile. She only gives 1,000 XP. Why would you kill your mum for that? Jesus Christ.
Do you need anything, Mother? Can I help you?
I just want you to stay with me, Jonathan. Your room is ready. I asked Avery to make your bed.
I'll stay as long as I can, I promise. Do you need anything else?
Just one thing. Stop staring at me like that. As much as I love you, it breaks my heart to look at those empty and dead eyes.
Damn.
Why do you say Mary is visiting you, Mother? You know that's impossible.
Why should it be? Are you not standing in front of me right now? Why should it be any different with your sister?
But Mary really is dead, Mother.
Yes. And are you not dead too? Isn't your father dead? And my grandson and my son-in-law? You're all gone. But you all still visit me from time to time.
Hopefully not. I hope I'm technically the only one that does it.
But I'm not dead, Mother. I'm really here, talking to you, trying not to cry.
Oh, it breaks my heart to have to tell you this. But of course you're dead, my darling boy. Just look at you, as pale as my Mary.
God. We have everything for now, don't we?
Goodbye, Mother. Try to rest now.
Goodbye, son. Please come back soon.
This is heartbreaking, but to be fair, when we look like this, I can't blame her. Seriously? Okay. Oh. Wait. No. Really?
It's locked.
Come on. Could have given me a chance there. But we will get our chance. Okay. How many doors can we enter? Don't want to go downstairs just yet. Oh, Jesus.
Mary? Oh, my dear daughter.
Reid Mansion. Aubrey Reid. Or Jonathan. Aubrey. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna read this one out to you because I think this is important. My dear and beloved John, when you receive this letter, you will be 35 and I'll be long gone. I feel a little silly writing you this first letter that you won't read for a few years. I struggled for a long time about how to best write you this. Until I remembered the puzzle and riddles I invented for you when you were a boy. Oh, how you love to solve those enigmas. Well, I found it would be a good idea to propose to you one final game. It will probably be less rewarding. No candies or exotic treasures for you if you decipher the game. This time. But a greater treasure perhaps. The truth. This is my only attempt for you to explain why I chose to leave my family without an explanation. You want to know why? Simply play my little game. It's really up to you, my son. Rest assured that I love you. I promise my family was and still is everything to me. I remember the first time I held you and your sister in my arms, my treasures, my jewels. To see you grow up, play and laugh filled my heart with joy every time I went back to our home. I could have killed to protect you, my son, my daughter, my wife. But fate found me in the end, and I had to make a tough decision. The worst was to disappear without a word. I decided to do it anyway, and soon I'll be gone for good. I don't ask for forgiveness, but for understanding. If you want to know more, all you have to do is remember how happy we were back in those days. If you want to find the next message, think green grass and tall trees on sunny Sundays. From your affectionate father, Aubrey Reid.
I remember Sunday
Wow.
walks in the park.
How is your sweet boy?
Okay. He took that like a champ. Just a letter from his father. Nothing else there really. Just, yeah, I remember Sunny Sundays in the park. Okay. Ink pen. I guess that's just for recycling. I would really like you to go into your little room over there. That'd be fantastic. And I will be going around the outside. Oh, come on. Mother. Please. No.
Mary? Oh, my dear daughter.
Ah, she's winding me up. Oh. Right, here we go.
Your father and I have spoken about your fiancé, Mary. We believe he'll be an honorable husband for you. We'll set a date for the marriage then. That way, I'm sure one of my children will give me grandchildren. I understand your thirst for knowledge, Jonathan, and your father and I are proud of it. But you are not that young anymore, my son. When will I meet your soulmate?
Oh.
You can ascribe my romantic tendencies to my French origins if you want, Aubrey. But I'll never cease to believe in a match made in heaven, my beloved.
I really wish you could meet her, Mother. You would love her. I cannot enter.
God damn it. Right. Can we say anything else to you now?
Jonathan, back already. Good, good. I was just about to go outside to find you. You shouldn't stay away for so long.
About to go outside, yeah?
Father seems to have left me some documents. Some sort of treasure hunt game. Do you know anything about them?
No, Johnny. But your father always loved to write these little games for you when you were a boy. Don't you remember?
I remember now. He used to post me these riddles, as though they were sent by a mysterious games master. I'd spend weeks trying to decipher them.
Your father was always so proud each time you found the answer. He was not just the serious doer banker everybody thought he was.
I was proud too. How could I forget that?
The important thing is that you remember it now. I'll tell your father the next time I see him. He'll be so happy.
Could Father have conceived some sort of final game for me before he left?
I really can't say, Johnny. Perhaps you should talk with Avery about that. He was your father's confidant more than I.
Avery.
Do you really see Mary and Father? Do you also see me as one of the dead?
Yes. For many years, it was just a game. Since your father left us without a word, I took to the habit of speaking to him.
Yes, I remember. I sometimes spied on you and listened to you talking with Father in the garden. It made me so angry then. But it was just a game, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. But since then, my poor dead Mary visited me in my room. She led me to her grave, and there you were. I now know the dead can haunt us.
I'm so sorry. You did not deserve to endure this. Mary should never have done this to you.
That's true, my son. But you know what the worst part is? I liked it when Mary spoke in my head. Now she is silent, and it makes me so sad.
Should I leave you alone? Just ask, and I swear you'll never hear from me again.
Oh, no, Johnny. You're always welcome in this house. And one day, when I finally die, we'll all be together again, just as Mary promised us.
Rough.
Why do you say...
What?
Okay. We have got everything for now.
Do you need my medical attention, Mother?
I'm all right, son. Don't worry about me.
Good.
Goodbye, Mother. Try to rest now.
Goodbye, son. Please come back soon.
Okay. Wow. I don't know what Mary did to her, but she has gone a bit kooky, not gonna lie. Okay. Right, who do we have here? That's Avery, I assume. Where's the mustache man? Over there. Right. He seems to be the guy to clean up the house. Build. Other nonsense. I do like these green lights. Very pretty.
Good evening, Avery.
Mr. Jonathan, I can't believe my own eyes. Oh, it's a miracle. We all thought you were... Oh, sir, your poor sister. What a tragedy.
I know, Avery. I know about my sister's murder.
Miss Reid expected you to return to assist with the funeral, right up until the last minute. Where have you been, Mr. Jonathan? We needed you here.
Oh, I don't even know how to answer this.
How is my mother?
Not well, I'm afraid, sir. Miss Reid is very fragile since the police brought her back home.
The police? What happened?
Miss Reid was found walking in the streets. She kept saying she had spoken with her son and daughter. She's resting now.
Has she received appropriate medical care?
I'm taking care of Miss Reid myself. Hospitals are so overwhelmed by the epidemic that they can only accept patients infected by influenza.
Avery's the only one who's looking after Emmeline Reid now. Jesus Christ. Okay. At least somebody, I guess.
Perhaps we could arrange a short trip. Somewhere sunny, like France. She has always been very fond of France. I think leaving London could do her good.
I'm afraid Miss Reid is too frail for the moment. Recently, she started going out at night without remembering it. I have to watch her carefully.
What is the situation in this part of town?
For a time, the West End seemed spared by the epidemic. But the situation is getting much worse.
Have you no relatives anywhere? I'll understand if you want to take a few days to see family.
Your father managed to guarantee my earnings as long as I take care of this house, sir. My sisters are dead, and I've never met my nephews. I'll stay, sir.
Well, that's harsh. Avery's been paid to take care of the Reid's family until his last breath. Jesus Christ. Okay.
I'm sorry I could not be here for Mary's funeral.
Your mother was strong, sir, but your support would have been appreciated. Apart from the priest and I, no one else attended your sister's funeral.
To be present at the funeral with you both was my dearest wish, Avery. But I am sorry, I simply could not attend.
I would not dare to question your absence, Mr. Jonathan. All I can say is that we missed you a great deal during these difficult days.
I found an old letter written by my father and addressed to me. Do you know anything about it, Avery?
Your father wanted me to give you this letter for your 35th birthday, but you left for the war, and the letter remained in his office until tonight.
I realize now you knew my father better than I did. Do you know why he left, Avery? Did he ever speak to you about his departure?
No, sir. Mr. Reid was not exactly forthcoming. Perhaps this letter will give you the information you require.
Tell me the truth, Avery. Do you feel forced to stay here? Would you leave this house without the arrangement made by my father?
No, sir. I have nowhere else to go. And I promised your father I'd take care of his family as long as I lived.
This house is dead, Avery. There is a curse on this family. You really should consider leaving.
If only you could have been here sooner or more often. Maybe this house would not be that empty. But you're here now, sir. So my task is not over.
It does make sense, yeah. Avery wishes the young Jonathan Reid would take more care of his mother. We gotta take care of the vampire epidemic here.
You have served this family extremely well, Avery. Your support during these terrible times is much appreciated.
Then I will stay. All I ask is that you take care of my own funeral if I die before the end of the epidemic. No mass grave, please, sir.
Of course not.
Do you know my mother speaks to the dead members of this family?
Yes. I sometimes hear her speaking to you, Miss Mary, and her baby. Sometimes your father, too.
So she thinks I'm also dead. And what about you?
I believe she only sees her relatives as the dead she speaks to, Mr. Jonathan. It breaks my heart to see Miss Reid like that.
She may get better. It's only a hypothesis, but I know my mother is strong. Whatever illusions have clouded her mind, they will fade in time.
Yes. With time, Miss Reid will recover from this cursed year. I know that your return can only be beneficial to that process.
Do you really think I don't take enough care of my mother, Avery?
Yes, I do, Mr. Jonathan.
You clearly have something more to say. Speak your mind, Avery.
I know you work hard to help the sick, but what will you do once the epidemic is over?
Oh, God. I really don't know. I really don't.
I really don't know. I have always enjoyed seeing new horizons. Once the epidemic is over, it would be nice to leave London for a while.
I understand, Mr. Jonathan. But you have to realize that your mother needs you. Your next departure could break her heart.
Right, I think that's it for now.
Goodbye, Avery. Please watch over my mother until I return.
Of course, Mr. Jonathan. But please return as soon as possible.
Oh, fuck. We just came back to basically steal everything from the house. That's more what this is. What the hell? Oh. wondering what he was doing there. Okay, one room left. But that is no room we can enter. Right, we're going to have one more chat with our mother, because I think we had another hint or two. And then we will leave, see the rest of the town. And the Avalon
Hello again,
Club.
Mother.
Jonathan, back already. Good, good. I was just about to go outside to find you.
Do you think Avery is right? Do you think I should take better care of you?
I don't blame you, but you abandoned me, son. A mother should not survive her children. It's unbearable to know you're not here anymore.
But
I know I have failed you since I returned. I even watched you bury Mary from a distance. From now on, I will protect you. You have my word.
You don't have to apologize to me, Johnny. Do you think I did not notice how much you have changed?
Have I changed that much, Mother? Am I still your son?
You are still, and you'll always be. Despite your pale skin, your bloody eyes, and that echoing sadness in your voice.
Tell me, Mother, how are you? All alone in this big house with only Avery to take care of you.
I'm sad most of the time. Sad that you have left me here alone. Sad that you don't tell me when you come or go.
I'm so sorry, Mother. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I was coming home. I was home. London, the Thames, and then it happened.
What happened, Johnny?
I was attacked, Mother. And I've not been the same since.
The important thing is that you finally returned home. I was worried, you know. You were the last member of the family of whom I had no news. Even Mary comes more often than you.
well,
Goodbye, Mother.
Goodbye, son. Yes, Jonathan? Spending next summer in France.
no, she does want to go to France. Sweet. We weren't that far off. Right. Porcelain
Escalon
and
Club,
China.
the heart of British vampire society. Not quite as subtle as I expected.
Huh. Hello, sir. We let you out? Oh, he's just standing.
It has
Okay.
been such a long time since I last went to the theater.
Good evening, sir. Please forgive me for disturbing you. I'm a doctor.
I never judge a man by his title, but by his attitude. And you are not disturbing me at all. I am Calhoun Russell, and I welcome you.
Well, I must admit it's good to receive a warm welcome for once. I'm Jonathan Reid.
Welcome, Dr. Reid. Welcome to my humble shop.
Let's trade, yeah. Let's see
I
what you
may
got.
have a look at your goods, Mr. Russell.
Show us the goodies. Oh. He's got handle parts. We definitely want those. We probably wanted those, to be honest. We made a mistake here. What do we have? Sell multiple, yeah. We can sell quite a few here. But so many we don't need them all. At least 40 we can sell, I would say. Yeah, if not 50. Okay, aluminium powder, we can sell a lot of that too, that's for sure. We don't need all of this. I don't know why, but they've given us so much of it and I just never use it. Fact is, I probably should have at some point, but yeah, it just was never never had time for it. Average resale value 4. Come on. Anyway, your good handle parts. Melee weapon, yeah, okay. Nice. This is for ranged weapons. We don't want or need that. Good.
Good evening, Dr.
Is it not a little too late to be trading?
On the contrary, it is the perfect hour. Believe me, my friend, it is always at night that you meet the most fascinating characters.
But what about the epidemic? The bombs and raids? And all the random violence?
Please, sir, this is London, England. We will prevail. And if a bomb must fall on my shop, then I'll be there to hear it falling.
So you prefer to work at night?
Oh, I also enjoy a sunny day like everybody else. But the night always has a certain je ne sais quoi of its own.
Je ne sais quoi.
How is the situation in this part of town?
Life is good and peaceful. We're lucky to live in such an era of progress and wonders.
Are you not concerned about the epidemic?
Oh, I'm sure the authorities would take the appropriate measure if the danger were that high.
I'm afraid the newspapers are seriously underestimating the situation. Things are critical, believe me.
Well, that's news then. But I can't believe that things are that bad. Are you sure you're not exaggerating a bit? For the thrill of it?
No?
What can you tell me about this place?
I recently found the best steak and kidney pie in the city. I'd be glad to share the address if you want.
Yeah, that do a specific taste. Let's ask.
Finding a good restaurant. Is that really all that interests you?
Oh, I have many passions, but nothing brings me ecstasy like subtle and exquisite flavors from my teeth to my belly.
What a character he is. Calhoun does not consider seriousness and dangerousness of epidemic. Calhoun likes good restaurants and succulent tables. Succulent meal.
I must confess, I have quite specific tastes when it comes to nutrition.
Really? Well, I'm always happy to try new exotic meals. If you ever find an intriguing table, please share the address.
Will do. Oh yeah, we actually need to find a restaurant, yeah? Okay.
Do you have any family nearby?
Not since my parents died. I'm London's lone gourmet.
London's Lone Gourmet. What a strange title.
I used that name in my early years when I was a food critic, and I kept it.
Oh.
Really? But you seem to be such a pleasant and sociable fellow.
I'm afraid the real hedonist has to be sometimes. I discovered ecstasy as a solitary pleasure, but it does not mean it can't ever be shared.
Okay. I guess that's it for now.
Goodbye, Mr. Russell. I'm sure you'll take care of yourself.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
And who are you
Don't
now?
let any strangers come into your house.
Why are you knocking on? Why are you harassing people?
May I have your attention, please?
Come on, Johnny. Don't you recognize your oldest friend?
Clarence. Clarence Crossley. How are you? My God. So you survived the war too. So sorry I didn't recognize you at first.
I almost didn't recognize you either. War does that to men, I heard. In my case, it was true, for I witnessed the horror that lies underneath.
When did you escape the war and return to London?
You know what's funny? I almost never think about the war. Not anymore. I'm involved in another kind of battle now.
What is this new battle?
I saw terrible things during the war.
Horrors I thought I'd forget. They're here too. They're everywhere. Vampires.
Oh, God.
I know what you mean. I haven't had much time to think about the war either since my return.
Of course. With the epidemic, I bet you've been busy as well. Forgive me, Johnny. I didn't want to sound selfish.
He knows. He knows.
How is your wife, Venus?
We've spent so much time away from each other. And so many things have happened.
Is everything all right at home? Surely Venus was relieved to see you return from France in one piece.
Have you forgot what people are like in this part of town, Johnny? Venus fears for our family reputation. Now her husband has become the village idiot.
Venus Crosley. Okay.
But you're alive. You returned in one piece and you have a family. How many soldiers can say the same?
Believe me, it's not quite that simple. Unlike you, I'm not the man I used to be.
What does that mean? Well, we will find out.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
Oh. Migraine. Very treatable.
Is only the first step.
Jesus. We can cure that for you, good sir. Just give us 1 second. Let me brew up something. Then you will be as good as new. Migraine. I hope the whole district isn't in a bad state. Otherwise, well, to be fair, we should probably just not do it one by one. We should discover the entire district, talk to everybody, and then brew all the medication we need. That would be smarter.
Women of all countries unite.
Oh, no, 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 no. You're right there.
Good evening, old chap. Are you all right?
I won't lie to you, Johnny. I'm not a well man.
Right.
Do you need medical assistance?
It's a little late for visiting hours, don't you think?
What can I say? I haven't lost my old habits.
I hope we're talking about the same habits, old friend.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
And you should feel better. Warning leaflet. West Enders must unite. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them control you. They are amongst us. They're lost after your soul. Vampires are real. Defend your community. Oh, Christ. Okay. I got a terrible feeling about this. He may not live long. Yeah, we've got to ask him again about that vampire stuff.
Good evening.
I won't lie to you, Johnny.
Clarence, why have you distributed leaflets about vampires all across the West End?
I have to warn everybody about them. They've killed thousands of people already, unnoticed thanks to the epidemic. We are all in danger here.
Vampires in London? Come on, Clarence. Who's going to believe that?
I'm not mad, Jonathan. You have to believe me. I know they are real. They're all around us, even as we speak.
I mean, I do believe him. Yeah.
Clarence, you've always been a reliable and a good friend to me. If you say you saw a vampire, then I believe you.
Thank you, Johnny. Thank you for your trust. You don't know what that means to me.
It's all right. But if you want my help, you have to explain exactly what happened.
The first time it was in Rouen. I saw an officer drink the blood of a soldier. I saw its teeth. I saw it bite. It was a vampire, Johnny, and they're here too.
Oh, he knows. He knows.
Tell me what you have discovered about vampires, Clarence.
They've always been here. And if you search for long enough, you realize others know about these devils too. I'm not alone.
I'm surprised they haven't killed him yet. You know, taking into account that their main clubhouse is basically just down the road.
Have you shared your research with anybody else?
No. But I've published my leaflets all across the city, hoping that someday someone will realize I'm printing the truth.
What do you mean you're not alone? Who have you met?
The Guard of Prewin, the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, Ichabod Throgmorton. Those
Ichabod.
names always pop up when you dig deep enough.
Have you spoken with any of them?
No. With the quarantine, it's almost impossible to leave the West End. But as a doctor, maybe you could, Johnny.
Are you asking me to help you prove the existence of vampires, Clarence?
Yes, Johnny. Please, gather all the information you can find about vampires and bring it to me. You're the only friend I have left. I need you.
How would I gather that information? Like, I can tell you everything you need to know now.
Clarence, tell me about the vampire you saw in France.
I was enjoying my leave in Rouen. I left the bar, took a shortcut back to the barracks. I saw it in a back alley. An officer in a stained uniform, biting into a soldier's neck.
Did you ever see that officer again?
No. He wore the uniform of the Royal Warwickshire Regiment. I did some research, but found no trace of him. He probably stole it from a previous victim.
But you were drunk, weren't you? Are you sure these two men were not just kissing?
Please don't insult me, Johnny. I hid, and I saw him leave. Then I saw the body, drained of all blood. I've seen the same marks here in London since I've returned.
Okay.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
Telling him to go to sleep like 3 times now, then keep coming back and talking to him. Hey, who are you?
Vote is only the first step.
Okay.
Good evening, miss.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't kill me.
What?
Please, no. I'm too young to die. I still have so much to offer this world.
Wait, no. Why do you think I would... What?
Don't worry, Dr. Reid. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and might drop by.
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury. My mother taught me long ago how to recognize the signs
Oh my
that betray
god.
a vampire.
I understand she also taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent young Econs. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Charlotte.
This is Lady Ashbury's daughter. They look the same age. Like, no surprise I didn't recognize her or anything.
What do you think about this part of town?
I was raised here, and I suppose it feels like home. You grew up in this part of town too, did you not?
Yes, I was born a few streets away.
A small world, is it not? Did you ever imagine that my mother was your neighbor all that time? That you could have met her in a dark alley at night?
You won't trick me twice, young lady. We both know Lady Ashbury never hunts or attacks prey at random.
Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never thought about that possibility. Her fangs on your neck. Oh, are you blushing, Dr. Reid?
He's playing me like a fiddle.
Is there something that's bothering you?
Too much selfishness and individualism for my taste. Even when there was no epidemic.
Even if that's partly true, may I remind you that many charitable institutions are financed by the selfish and filthy rich.
I suppose you're right. But society must reform and renew itself, or we are all done for.
Tell me about your adoption.
What do you want to know?
Who are your real parents?
Elizabeth Ashbury is my real mother. She raised me and has taken care of me all my life. I have no idea who my progenitors are or were.
Do you live with her?
I still spend a lot of time in my mother's mansion, but I have my own house now. I have a life to live, you see. And one day, I'll have my death to face.
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
First, I was an orphan in the institution for girls she manages in the West End. When I was 10, she adopted me, and I have lived with her ever since.
Did you know she was a vampire when she picked you?
The correct word is Ekon, Doctor. And no, I had no idea why my mother only showed up at night. She told me everything when I turned 16, though I suspected the truth for a long time before that.
What are you doing out here?
You mean, what do I do outside at night since I am a woman? Let me ask you a question, sir. Would you ask the same question of a man?
Actually, yes. I ask the same question to everyone who dares to go outside at night, considering the risks.
Well, if you must know, I campaign for the right to vote for all women. Why should I wait to the age of 30 years when men can vote at 21?
I don't even know what that word means. Suffragette?
Are you a suffragette, then? Oh, you really are Elizabeth's girl. Without a doubt.
All adult women have the right to vote in the US, in New Zealand, and in Australia. But women here can't vote unless they are property owners.
No need to convince me, Miss Charlotte. I have shared your opinion for a long time, even before I met Emmeline Pankhurst.
Really? Oh. Now I see why my mother appreciates you so much. Too bad there aren't more men like you in the vicinity.
How are the locals reacting to your claims?
People here can't wait for a wall to be built to isolate the West End from the rest of town. That's how progressive they are. If this happens, Emily and I will blow it up.
Explosives are very dangerous, young lady. And who is this Emily?
She is my best friend, and a suffragette too. She was supposed to campaign with me tonight, but hasn't turned up.
Have you any reason to be worried about her?
Recently, Emily started to believe in... well, she got interested in vampires. I'm afraid she might be in trouble.
Let me guess. You spoke to her about us, didn't you? Despite your mother's warning. I think I should try to find your friend.
Oh, that would be top-notch. I can tell you where she might have gone. You have my thanks, Dr. Reid. And please, don't tell my mother.
Of course not.
What exactly has your mother told you about me?
Your name and profession, obviously, and the mystery about your maker. I'm sorry to hear about what happened to your sister, sir. Mother says it was not your fault.
Does it not scare you to know what I am? What your mother is?
Why should it? My mother is the most compassionate woman. Must I be wary of her, Dr. Reid? Or you?
We're gonna play her a bit.
Perhaps it's wise for a mortal never to totally trust a vampire. Your mother herself told me that we Ekon are creatures of deception. Maybe it's because we seem so... alive.
That may be true for a naive girl, but I have the best teacher when it comes to getting rid of an insistent immortal.
Your mother is not like any other vampire I've met.
I believe she thinks the same about you, Dr. Reid.
Do you know why Lady Ashbury chose you to become her daughter?
No, I don't. Each time I ask her that question, she smiles and says it's precisely because I dare to ask such questions.
Do you ever regret that she chose you?
Of course not. Though I often wonder if she adopted others before me. If so, where are they buried? How was it for them to pass through life with a never-aging mother?
That's a good question. Right, let's find your friend, I would say. Check the details quickly. Charlotte was raised in Lady Ashbury's orphanage. or being adopted by the lady herself. Oh! Her orphanage directly. Charlotte knows a lot about vampires and does not seem to fear them. Also good. Also good. But no relations, okay. No relations. A lot of loners in this part of town. And Venus. We are supposed to look for a few people here. Find rare species of vampires. Oh, Jesus. Okay. He wants lore. Right.
Goodbye, Charlotte.
Me.
Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Okay. Right. I assume... Yeah, Dr. Swansea has something to say. Okay. We've got to visit him at some point. I also would have been quite sure that we had to free a person somewhere, but we can do that later. Clarence Crosley. Where has she gotten herself into trouble? Right. We can open this door now. That's going to make it a lot easier for us. Perfect. Well, this seems dead. Nothing here. Does he live here? Anybody? Oh yes, here we go. Oh. Yeah, I can hear she's not well.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Jonathan, is that you? I did not know you were back in London. Oh, my dear Johnny. I'm so sorry for your loss. Mary was such a sweetheart.
Thank you, Venus. May I come in?
I was going to bed, actually.
Mesmerized level of 4 required. Okay.
Forgive me. With the epidemic, I tend to forget people are supposed to sleep at night.
I'll tell you what. Come back tomorrow for tea. I'll be glad to see you then.
Yeah, that was a lie, wasn't it? Oh, this is the North Docks access. Okay. Nice. That's unlocked. And what's this place? Oh. Oh, we can go in here at some point. Okay. Right. Say... I would quickly go through the North Docks to the docks, because we... And I know you're going to be very excited for this. We still have somebody that I want to get rid of, and that is... him. Stephen Fishburne. He has to go. What? I wish I knew what sanitized means. If this means they can't ever get sick again, that would be great, but I doubt that's what that means. And we can definitely do with the 3000 XP. So, yeah. Gotta be quickly making our way downtown. I'm hungry. Right. Perfect. anything of any value here? No. There's got to be a few quests in the long run, I think, that we're not going to do. For example, finding all the lore. I guess that's kind of nonsense, but... Popping up in the old blood. No. Holy. Done. Dusted. Right. Quickly cross on the boat. And we are safe. Hopefully. I think so.
Someone's playing a right strange game. And I'm gonna find out who.
Oh. I'm not gonna lie, there's quite a few people that I would like to kill here. Ah, and she's... Damn it. God damn it. But yeah, for now, he's still okay. But Seymour Fishburne, he has to go. Where is he though? Where's this guy hang out? If he's not out again killing people. Not here. Oh, Seymour.
Good evening, Mr. Fishburne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you heard anything recently about Sean Hampton's shelter?
I don't give a rat's ass about Sean Hampton, his shelter, or any of the losers who sleep there.
Aren't you worried about the conditions here in London?
I've heard armed men have started patrolling the city, even killing the sick to stop the epidemic. Starting to like this city again.
Yeah, he's done. He's done. If he would have been nice about it, I would have given him maybe another chance, but the fact that we cured him of what he had, and he's still like that, he's dead to me.
You tricked me good, Doctor. Tell me, who will take the blame for your murders now that I'm dead?
Strong key. Let's go down to the docks. Yeah. Technically don't really care. There's gotta be a box here. That's probably the one. Cigarette case, gold watch, nice bracelet, wedding ring. That's it. That is incredible. Right. We haven't even found that guy yet. Wait. Oh, this guy's even on the map. Oh yeah, we haven't spent any time there really, have we? Right, guys. I think you know what we're gonna do. I'm gonna end the episode here because this is like perfectly 1 hour. I will walk all the way up here and find this guy, and then I will start the episode again, so you don't have to watch any of the boring stuff. I will see you in the next episode. Thank you for watching.